what he decided not to call petitions, even though many papers and the press that accosted me on the day I was sworn in as acting said justices of the Supreme Court wrote petition. We did not write petition. It was an internal memo of, not of the court, even, but of justices. There were 15 justices of the Supreme Court then, with the Chief Justice. And we had either individually, as friends, as colleagues, or in group at meetings, raised certain issues that were touching on persons' working conditions of justices, such as some of us not having accommodation at all, particularly amongst my brothers who were appointed in 2020. Some have still not gotten accommodation. Now ask me, where do they live? Some live very far away. And that was why on Monday when we had to sit, we had to wait for a colleague who stayed quite far to the court. Then some vehicles have not been provided. Our entitlement as justices of Supreme Court to attend workshops were claimed not to be provided for, whereas in the budget, there were these provisions. When we realized that each time we had a meeting and we took this up, our brother, the Honorable the Chief Justice, then probably forgot or didn't remember to take care of it. Sometimes the management of the court will still tell the Chief Justice there was no money. So we sat together and put something in paper. No secretary typed this. One of us who was secretary to a committee, which was then the welfare committee of the court, typed it, and we all sat and signed, the 14 of us, and after signing this memo, we took it up to deliver it personally to our brother, the Chief Justice. We didn't allow anybody to see this memo. How it came on pages of newspaper is still a miracle to us. We wouldn't know because we never made it available. But no justice had copy of this memo. We just read it to ourselves and we agreed and we signed and took it to our brother. So I got on the newspapers, if you like, got leaked to the press. We were embarrassed ourselves, and we all met with the Chief Justice again to say, what happened? We wanted His Lordship to get the management of the court to meet with us so that we could let them know we had no problem with our number one. We agreed. The Chief Justice gave us a time and we all gathered again in the chambers of the Chief Justice conference room, only to realize that there was no plan to bring any member of the management. The Chief Justice himself was surprised that we were around again. His Lordship probably forgot. In fact, he said so. He apologized that he forgot to invite them, and we left. So there was no petition either to or against the Chief Justice. We remained brothers and we were acting as one, even though we had our complaints, like the the distinguished senator said, you know, when there was a circular that moved around that, you know, the generator will be switched off at 4 o'clock, when sometimes we may be sitting in court till 6. And I had to climb up the staircase when I arrived the court before 8 a.m. because the circular said generator won't be switched on until 8 a.m. So any justice that came before 8 must either have to stay there if he cannot climb, or climb the stairs to the second to the third floors. We felt that was embarrassing enough. We told our brother, the Chief Justice, and nothing was done to it. I mean, he said he didn't know, you know, what was happening. That was exactly what happened. It was not a petition. The justices were not protesting. You know, no, it was not a protest. We couldn't have carried placards. You know, we just thought to put our complaint on paper for our brother, the Chief Justice. That was all. As to Ariowoola's vision, I haven't gone through all the courts, all the hierarchy of courts. And I haven't stayed this far. This is my 11th year in the Supreme Court. I know that judiciary, even though said to be the third arm of government, cannot work alone as an independent arm of government. The Supreme Court, or the judiciary, if you like, needs the other two arms of government, mostly. Particularly, this Honorable Senate,